Halt!
Brethren, if you were to remove your hats and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. What say the brethren?
Satisfactory!
Order. I want to say thank you guys for all coming out today. I know it's a small group prepared. The reason why we're doing Norton Day in the summer is because obviously we were in quarantine and we cannot not pay homage to such a great man. I mean, even to the fact that the legacy lives through multiple people in this day and age.
So I have to ask a question. Is it ever really summer here?
No.
No, it's not summer, unfortunately.
January, June, it's always foggy.
So again, gentlemen, I know it's been a rough year, or I should say a year and a half with the lockdowns, but much like the legacy of Emperor Norton, our legacy of eclampsis vitus has prevailed. So with that being said, I have two guest speakers today that are going to give a little history of the man himself and why we're out here on this boisterous occasion. With that being said, Saber, or is it Amster? Please step forward.
Norton the Noble Devil.
The Norton Double and the GDR, current GDR, soon to be Vice Humbug. NGR, excuse me. NGR, Joseph Amster.
Thank you all for being here today. What say the brethren?
Satisfactory!
So recorded. So, start off with a little brief history of who Joshua Norton was. Born in 1818, this is wrong, in London, moves to South Africa when he's about 2 years old. Father's a very successful businessman, passes away, leaves some money to Joshua, who comes to San Francisco in 1849. Not to pan gold, but to make his fortune as a commodities trader, real estate, that sort of thing. Amasses a fortune of $250,000 in 4 years, $10 million today. Wants more money, tries to corner the market on rice. It fails, loses everything, disappears for a couple of years, comes back and declares himself Emperor of the United States. If you do that in any other city in San Francisco, they'd lock up, but San Francisco, they'd lock him up as a madman. You know, things are a little crazy in San Francisco, so everybody there treats him as if he really were that for 21 years. Has the run of the city. Comes up with his own currency, proposes the Bay Bridge, the Emperor Norton Bridge.
Yes, sir.
The United Nations, the Christmas tree in Union Square, bans the use of the word Frisco. Don't say it. It's a $25 fine. Passes away on January 8th, 1880. They have the biggest funeral the city has ever seen to this day. Something between 10 and 30,000 people pay their last respects at the funeral home. His funeral procession's over 2 miles long. About the whole city of San Francisco population, around 200,000 people, line the route to the Masonic Cemetery in the inner Richmond district, where he was buried without a tombstone. He stays there until about the 1930s. That's when San Francisco decides to move all the cemeteries. What other city did that? Not very many. And Emperor Norton was in storage here in San Mateo County for a while. And the reason we're here today is because on June 30th, 1934, 87 years ago, they gathered here to rebury Emperor Norton with full military honors and a 21-gun salute. In attendance that day were Judge Charles A. Shurtleff, president of the California Society of Pioneers. They all had wreaths. William Crocker of Crocker Bank, and John McLaren, the father of Golden Gate Park, who was standing in for Mayor Rossi, who had pneumonia that day. The Trans-Bay plaque, which we will be rededicating this afternoon at Malloy's, was put up by eclampsis vitus at about the same time on the old Trans-Bay terminal. It's a wonderful thing that we have gathered here today. Nobody ever commemorates the reburial of the Emperor, and I would like to see this become an annual event.
What say the brethren?
Satisfactory!
Lastly, If you have not seen the documentary of our virtual Norton Day back in January, it's on our YouTube channel, ECVTV. Check it out. There'll hopefully be one of today as well. In addition, July 10 marks 10 years of my taking to the streets again in this persona. We're having a parade that day. We'll be honoring everyone who ever portrayed Emperor Norton. I got a list of about 18 people. We encourage you to come dressed as Emperor Norton that day. At noon, meet in Embarcadero Plaza, now formerly rather Justin Herman Plaza. We'll go down Market Street to Grant and in St. Mary's. Want everybody to get some food to go from one of the local restaurants, support the Chinatown merchants, and honor the memory of Emperor Norton. Now, you may think there are two of us here today. There are three. Now let me introduce, yes, one below, two above ground. I now introduce Rick Saber, who will fill you on a little bit more history.
What say the brethren?
Satisfactory! And so recorded.
Good morning, men. Today marks the second Norton Day of 6026, as well as Noble Grand Humbug Chris Hot Dog's laborious trudge through his second year of wearing a gigantic target on his back while trying to regain the footing of our historical Yerba Buena excellence. That said, we seem to be seeing a dim light at the end of the protracted zone of COVID darkness. This year, Grand Council, normally a hub of brotherly fun and imbibaciousness, seemed sad and melancholy experience compared to previous events of pomp and merriment around our Yerba Buena 1 hospitality campsite. We Nortons, however, extend a warm welcome to all virtual luminaries on behalf of the never-ending reign of Yerba Buena's Noble Grand Humbug, Chris Carney, and future Noble Grand Humbug, the Knight-in-Waiting,
Kai.
Confusion Kai.
Yeah, he's not here.
Not here. Not seeing him. And of course you're seeing Double again, and probably after a few libations down there, you might see 3 or 4 of us, as Emperor Norton, the Noble Devil, said. How many? 13 or 14? This is news to moi. Anyway, we're atop the grave of our original Joshua Emperor Norton, who marched with fame into the Golden Hills, as he said, 8 January 1880, and who faithfully joins us today, albeit below this hallowed grass. As most of you are aware, early in 6025, your Emperor Norton I here humbly elected to visit China for a renewal of the compact contracted eons ago, when Caleb Cushing received a commission from the Emperor of China to extend the work and influence of the ancient and honorable order of Eclampsus Vitus across the world. Sadly, your Emperor's contact with emissaries of China's Emperor in the ancient city of Kowloon on 25 January 2019 with my witter coincided with the annual Chinese New Year, resulting in our world being upended. It seems that China, when announcing the new year, 2020, quite aptly named it the Year of the Rat on their calendar, surreptitiously unleashing the dread virus on the entire world in the very city of Kowloon, where your Emperor Norton I was attempting to extend via friendly diplomacy Caleb's contract signed in the year of the Mule, 4003 BC. Lo Hung Wang and Hop Me were not amused. Thanks to their lamentable and unwelcome release of the COVID, your Emperor's secret mission was severely compromised, forcing him to endure an agonizing 6 weeks of isolated confinement in Yokohama, East Texas, and beyond. Thankfully, the isolation and confinement was tempered by the comfort and softness of his long-suffering widow, confidante, and steadfast adjutant, Miss Randy. We are also fortunate to have supporters behind us. We do wish to state, however, that solely through the typical and unwavering easy discipline of imbibing daily doses of the healing waters, this cursed virus ne'er hobbled your emperor. We now assemble here to enjoy the many abundant avenues relevant to our tireless pursuit of the brotherhood's close bonds. We brothers share pride in our American way of life, country, and flag. Let us then continue down this revered road together while drinking in our many freedoms honorably. Let us again honor the heroic men and women in uniform who stand in harm's way far from friends and family whilst protecting our way of life. Add also our medical heroes, dedicated police, firefighters, and first responders who face daily many challenges and dangers. We Nortons request right now all covers be removed, and let us, as we always do, recall those who are brothers that have gone beyond the pale. Dane Gleason,
Al Minshew,
John Harrell,
Russ Potts,
Mark Monboyce,
Dave Weber,
Mark Moon Boys,
John Wright,
Sean Adams, Robert Chandler, Ned Beatty.
there are many others, and I know they're in our prayers and memories. May they never be forgotten. This second Norton Day, however, is meant to rededicate and rededicate and rededicate again. One of the oldest ECV plaques in our history, placed 1939 at the Transbay Terminal to celebrate the finishing of the Bay Bridge, and conceptualized by none other than Emperor Norton at our feet, who has suffered the indignity of being moved place to place like the plaque. Hopefully by the grace of St. Vitus, it will be forever anchored on the wall of our Holy Grail, the watering hole of Old Belois. May St. Vitus keep us safe and guide us through the new chapters of mirth, brotherhood, and renewed spirit, or spirits. What say the brethren?
Satisfactory!
Enough of this preamble. I think we should go back and damn well enjoy a little bit of the tasty healing waters. What say the brethren?
Satisfactory!
Amen.
Hail Norton!
Gentlemen, I want to wrap this up with thanks for coming again. It really means a lot. I know this is a little absurd for it to be in the middle of the summer. Our actual real Norton Day will be January 8th of 2022.
And then I'll follow you.
Oh, okay. January 8th, 2022. That's our next Norton Day. Come back. We're going to be doing some food. We're going to be doing a dedication of William Huff's Norton plaque. And we're going to enjoy the day. But before you guys go, always let a sober brother take the reins. So with that, enjoy today's festivities. If you cannot drive, please call somebody, do something, find another alternative is all I'm saying. I love you guys. I want to see you at the next one. With that said, what say the brethren?
Satisfactory!
Rio, absurdum.
All right, everybody. We have some
Right
shots
turn.
here. Jack Daniels, one of our 58 following.
Right turn again.
Russ Potts.
Right turn again.
Step on up. Russ Potts. Lead off. Cheers.
It got bigger. It got a lot bigger.
Jason asked me, did you win South American? Yeah.
Really? Who's that?
Indeed.
Your Excellency.
What say the brethren?
Satisfactory.
I love it.
I gotta use the wrong hand.
You can go do a thing. Well, you have about 50 seconds. I had 68 and
There will be a video at some point.
I would look up, but I'm.
It's okay.
Many years with this Odyssey.
What do we got here?
What do we got here? Well, we have some pins, some Lucky Rabbit's feet, Pinewood Derby kits, which were actually just wood, and then we have some brothel tokens. All of this money goes to the Widows and Orphans and the museum of Widows and Orphans.
How much are these?
$7.
$7. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, I'll be right here.
But the truth is I feel no better underneath this neon light.
And what are the lamplighters?
So what we do is we're a traveling museum, right? And for any brother that passed away, we keep it lit for them. We don't let them be forgotten, basically. You know what I mean? So when you go, and we hope not soon, but everybody goes, your vest will be up here, and the trail of whatever you've done, you know, will be there. So you know, nobody ever forget who you are,
Very cool.
or me, or him.
Thank you.
head to the Golden Hills. Next time we'll support you and make sure you're never forgotten.
Good, thanks.
Working on the sea, you know. Or sorry, he's working on the
Let's say the brethren.
Satisfactory.
Emperor Norton. Hell Norton.
Hell Norton.
Thank you.
Let's say the brethren.
Satisfactory.
Why don't you come fucking get it? Like when?
There you go.
Brothers.
Let's say the brethren.
Satisfactory.
So recorded.
Duly noted. Satisfactory.
There you go.
And they're very hard to understand.
Let's say the brethren.
Satisfactory.
So recorded.
Satisfactory, brother.
Satisfactory.
That's honey.
That's honey who humps a lot.
Oh, hell Norton.
If you put your foot up,
Look at a 177-year-old clapper, dude. This is fucking history. You guys gotta record this.
How
gotta
did you
put it
beat
in.
him out to be covered up? Like, he's older than you.
I just assumed the mantle.
Brother.
Satisfactory.
what happened to the thing?
Hey, brothers.
You have the wrist.
Oh, the stars that shine above.
Hey, brothers.
Let's say the brethren.
Satisfactory. So recorded.
I know it.
So Peter,
Hey, if I ever get up there, Homer, I'm going in a few weeks. Oh, he's a great guy. Jim, you all right, Jim?
a sprained ankle.
Oh no, he ain't moving too good.
Stanislaus County.
So with that, gentlemen, the head has returned, and we would like to give it back to 13 and change history.
Yeah! Now wait a minute. What's that, brother?
Satisfactory.
Well, we got one stipulation. This cannot go back to Stanislaus County.
Yes.
Now, hold on to the damn fucking head. Okay, so now you have to sign this.
I will sign this, but I would like to say, first and foremost, Chapter 13 appreciates the return of this iconic symbol. And we'd also like to say that we admit no wrongdoing. We were within our rights, and our people will be talking with Chapter 58's people to resolve this issue. However, we do thank them for returning it. We have paid the ransom. Legally, it is now ours again.
And let's just hope it doesn't burn in a fire like the first one.
Like the first one, yes.
Hail, Joaquin!
Again.
What say the brethren?
Satisfactory.
Hey,